In 2019, 1% of the adult population, or 51.9 million individuals, were millionaires. There are 22.46 million millionaires in the United States. 40% of the millionaires live in the US and 11% in China. 61% of US millionaires are between 60 and 79 years old. If we're financially wealthy, we can donate money, sponsor a child, support a cause we believe in, etc. Our generosity comes from our sense of self-worth, and being wealthy has an effect on our level of generosity. It requires us to learn and grow. To be wealthy, we'll have to learn new things. Money is good for a lot of things. Clothes, rent, food, entertainment, and almost anything necessary for survival can be bought. If you're not able to pay for your basic necessities, then money is blood and too little of it might kill you. So, here is how you can reach your first $1 million milestone, or even more. Number 1. Create milestones. Many people set their goal as making $1 million overnight or within months. That's actually not ideal. You should rather create small milestones, like making $5,000 out of your business, which is actually much possible and is going to motivate you throughout your journey. You can higher your milestone as you reach one. Number 2. Never spend more than you make. When I was 10, I started cutting grass to earn money beyond my meager allowance. Minutes after earning my first buck, Mom was stuffing me in the car for a trip to the bank to open my first passbook savings account. 50 years later, priority 1 is still to put something aside from every paycheck and send out less than I bring in. Of course, life being what it is, hasn't always worked out that way. But in general, getting richer every month is as simple as spending less than you make, and getting poorer is as simple as spending more than you make. Number 3. Buy when everyone's freaking out and sell when everyone thinks they can't lose. Rich people ring the register when the economy is booming, but that's not when they created their wealth. You get richer by investing when nobody else will. When unemployment is high, the market is tanking, everybody's freaking out, and there's nothing but fear and misery on the horizon. A good example would be COVID pandemic, where actually many made much out of their investments. The cyclic nature of our economy all but ensures bad times will periodically occur, and human nature all but ensures that when bad times happen, most people will freeze like a deer in the headlights. But downturns are the time you've been saving for. If you think the world is truly ending, buy canned food and a shotgun. If not, step up. As billionaire investor Warren Buffett famously advised, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Number 4. Leave like you'll die tomorrow, but invest like you'll live forever. You should always strive to get as much out of life as you can each and every day. After all, you could die tomorrow. But here's the thing, you probably won't. Put something aside so you can continue soaking up what life has to offer for as long as possible. Investing always needs to have patience. It is not an overnight thing, so always consider long-term visions while investing. Number 5. The riskiest thing you can do is take no risk, whether it's money, love, or life in general. If you want rewards, you have to take risks. When it comes to money, taking risks means investing in things that can go down in value, like stocks, real estate, or your own business. Can you get through life without taking risks? Sure, but as my dad was fond of saying, you'll never get a hit from the dugout. Riskier investments typically offer the chance for higher returns. And that extra return can make a world of difference to the size of your nest egg. If you invest $200 a month over 30 years and earn 12% annually, you'll end up with hundreds of thousands of dollars more in retirement savings than if the same investment earns just 2% per year. Taking a measured amount of risk is the difference between getting rich and getting by. That being said, making risky bets is simply gambling. Take measured risks. Minimize risk by knowing as much as possible before investing, not putting all your eggs in one basket and learning from your mistakes. Or better yet, learn from someone else's errors. Number 6. When it comes to information, less can be more. About 15 years ago, I put about $2,000 into Apple stock. I sold half of it a few years ago, then sold a little more a couple of years ago. But as I write this, my remaining shares are worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. If I had been watching financial news every day and reacting to pundits and market gyrations, I'd have sold it all long ago and been kicking myself today. If you want to be rich, buy into high-quality stocks and hold on to them for long periods of time. If you want to kick yourself, buy into high-quality stocks, then sell them at the drop of a hat based on something or someone you saw or read. Number 7. Time isn't money, money is time. Whoever said time is money had it backward. Time is the one non-renewable resource you have. Once your time is up, it's up. So, the trick is to spend as much of your limited time as possible doing stuff you want to do, rather than working for other people doing stuff you have to do. Money is the resource that allows you to do this. If you go to the mall and spend $200 on clothes, that's $200 you could have invested. If you'd earned 12% compounded annually on that $200, in 30 years you'd have accumulated around $6,000. Ignoring inflation and assuming you could live on $3,000 a month in retirement, foregoing those clothes today means retiring 2 months earlier. Of course, you must have clothes. But maybe you don't need $200 worth, or maybe you could have gotten them for less. It's your choice, stuff today or time tomorrow. Those who choose the former often stay poor. Those who choose the latter often get rich. Which will you choose?